Hi everybody, my name's Kate and I want to show you all the anime figures and merch that I got for my birthday back in October. First is the stuff I bought for myself during the CD Japan autumn sale back in September, but I only received the package a few weeks later in October because one of the items was a pre-order. And that is the Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card Volume 13 with the limited edition big acrylic stands. The moment I saw the bonus item for this volume, I was immediately suckered in by the cute artwork and the size. Clamp's artwork is always so amazing, but I will say that it's a little strange that this bunny ear is partially chopped off. It is like that in the original artwork, but I would have preferred for it to have been the whole ear. That being said, it's still really cute, so I'm really happy with this purchase. Also, the acrylic stands connect together, which is a pretty fun gimmick if you ask me. Moving on, I got another limited edition item, and that's the Higurashi Ryugu Rena Angel Mort figure by KDColle bundled with a DVD and a bonus clear poster. This purchase was a huge steal as it was 50% off. Shout out to that one user on my figure collection who mentioned the sale on her figure page. Honestly, I was initially worried about the paint job as pictures online made the color seem kind of flat, but I was pleasantly surprised to see that her skin, her hair, and although it's hard to capture on camera, her clothes all have pretty nice shading. The paint job along the edges of her outfit is a bit sloppy, and the base is nothing special really, but honestly I'm so stoked to have her, especially for the price that I paid. I think she's just a nice and clean 1/7 scale, and actually the simplicity and small size of the base makes it quite easy to display. As for the other stuff that came with this figure, the poster is quite nice, and the plastic material feels a lot sturdier than a regular paper poster. Honestly, I'm not going to watch the DVD because 1, I don't have a DVD player, and 2, I didn't really like the new Higurashi series. It does come with some cool stuff like storyboards and character guides and whatnot, but honestly, I'm mostly just using it as decoration on my bookshelf. Next up, I want to show you all the anime stuff that my parents got for me for my birthday. And by that, I mean that they gave me the birthday money and told me to get stuff I wanted. So I got weeb shit, and they're very cool with that, thankfully. Just as an aside, I ordered these figures either on the weekend before my birthday or on my birthday, and they all shipped on different days with different shipping methods. But coincidentally, they all arrived on Halloween. So that, combined with the fact that I got trick-or-treaters for the first time in a couple of years, really made my night. First off, on the figures that my parents got for me, is my first order from Amiami, the Zetsumetsukigudan Rescute number 15 Shihu Leopard Cat by Lemoe figure. Now you're probably wondering who this is supposed to be. And from my limited knowledge, she's a VTuber based on the Taiwanese leopard cat as a part of a project to bring awareness to endangered animals, which I think is a pretty neat concept. If you're interested in learning more about her, I'll leave an article from my figure collection where somebody else who also got her goes into a little more detail. So between the Rena figure and this one, I've realized that I have a thing for cat girls. Also, I'm a huge fan of the color yellow, so I got this figure with her Amiami bonus of the original illustration. I do wish that her expression better matched the cheeky and playful one in the original illustration, but I still think that this figure is pretty cute. The base is also pretty unique, with a mirror cut out in the shape of a leopard cat. The shading is great on her skin, but underwhelming on her hair. It kind of just looks like a block of yellow, plus her ribbons are rather hastily painted. But again, I'm a huge sucker for yellow cat girls, so I'm very happy with her. Next up is my first order from Mandarake. I got this baggie filled with goods from my favorite Cardcaptor Sakura Dojin Circle, Nekomata Cerberus. It comes with a few booklets with some nice art and comics, this really nice keychain that is unfortunately already a bit scuffed, and these fan-shaped things? Honestly, I don't really know what they are, but the art's cute, so I'll take it. Now on to the figure. I got the Anmi ballerina Swan girl by Wave, and she's actually a lot more lewd than I had expected. I'm not going to show it, but her labia is actually fully sculpted through the fabric, and you can peel back her outfit slightly to see her nips. Also, her base is very fun and fluffy. Strangely enough, I noticed that she was pretty expensive on Amiami pre-owned, but on Mandarake, she was still at retail price, or lower if there was damage. Even after taking into account the other stuff that I'd bought and shipping, she was still cheaper here than on Amiami. So if you're interested in picking her up, I'd recommend that you look for her on Mandarake. Now, I'd had both the leopard cat and the ballerina figures bookmarked on their respective websites for weeks until I decided to get them. For this last figure, I had bought it the moment that I saw it available, but I wouldn't quite call it an impulse purchase as it was one of the first figures that I had had my eye on since I first started looking into figures back in spring of 2021. And that is the Cardcaptor Sakura Kotobukiya ARTFXJ figure, which I got from a very nice My Figure Collection user. Kotobukiya did a great job translating Clamp's art style into 3D form. Her expression is very manga accurate, and the folds and ruffles in her dress are very well done. And little Kero-chan here is looking very dapper and cute. If you're wondering how he's attached, his foot goes into the edge of Sakura's dress. I also like the use of transparent material for the red parts of Sakura's staff. There is pretty minimal shading on her dress, however her shoes are very nicely shaded. And the wingspan makes this figure pretty wide. I do have one complaint, and that is that the cloud-shaped base is kind of cheap and lightweight, and isn't completely even to the surface, so it does wobble a little. That being said, it isn't really that big of an issue, as she's pretty stable for the most part. And here's all of my figures in my little cabinet. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.